Yeah, smash that like button on the way in. Smash that like button on the way in. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Okay, this is a good one. All right. We'll delve into this, man. Hopefully, everyone had a great Labor Day. That's funny. I get my own updates. All right, cool. We're good. Hey, is this the real video? What are you asking? I don't know what you're asking. Is that kid pace? What's up, Soul Power? Soul Power. What's up, King? How you feel? All right. Let everybody feel in the room. Yeah, man. Hopefully everyone had a great Labor Day weekend. It was fun. Had a relaxing, not too intense. Yesterday, I went to a softball game, which was pretty cool. I tell you what I did watch though. I should do a video on this. I actually watched 10 rounds of sparring yesterday of Earl Spence. Of Sean Porter, and caught it just in time. Too stiff, Rich. What's up? I actually saw the sparring of Sean Porter and David Benavidez. Yeah, I saw that. It was cool. What up, Keith and Watkins? What's up, man? When did the face-to-face of Sean? It came on yesterday. Yesterday at noon. So check, download the app. And if you have cable, I believe Fox Sports 1 falls onto your basic cable. So, and then you download the app, Fox Sports Go, and they'll be right there, and you'll be rocking and rolling. And I enjoyed it, but I wanted to get y'all reactions to it. What up, Fred, and the rest of the chat? What's up, Patrick? How's everybody feeling? Khalid, Soul Power, Too Stiff Rich, TJ, what up? Khalid, Keith and Watkins, Patrick Scott, what's up? How's everybody feeling? Hit that like button on the way in, and we'll just jump into it, man. I actually, if you guys saw my video, I actually liked the production of it. I thought the production of it was good. I just don't like Brian Campbell in that role. What up, Donald Nail? What's good? You finally on giving me something to do. You finally, yeah. I literally just got done running, so I got probably sweat just dripping off me because you know how you get that contrast of temperature and shit. So yeah, I was running in here trying to make sure I stay consistent. So yeah, but it's good. So actually, I thought it was cool. But the meat and potatoes of it for me was when Earl Spence says he's going to stop him, and Sean Porter reacted like, "You think you're going to stop me? Like, has that ever been happened before?" But he didn't sound too convincing. Fred, what's up? Benavidez beat Porter up in that sparring. Earl chin check Porter, had him acting out of character. Earl got Porter off kilter September 28th. Sean constipated Porter is getting bulldozed. What up? He knows the sports. Yeah, that sparring. I'm going to use the term manipulated. Oh, thank you, Donald. I appreciate you, man. Donald Nail gonna be in the building. Donald Nail gonna be in the building. Thank you, man. Bring someone with you too. Make sure your passenger seat ain't empty. I appreciate that. And um, he didn't hit him with a lot of power, but I will say this. I'm only going to talk about the things that y'all saw on. I don't want to talk about the sparring, but I did see it. Uh, uh, I had to call in one of my favors, and what I will say, I'll just talk about what the snippets that I saw from the WBC, which was probably about a minute of sparring and 5 to 10 second clips that they showed on PBC this past Saturday. Sean was easily manipulated with combination punches. Sean don't have a Sean just have a start and stop button. Sean needs to like change his speeds. You know, he fights like Randy Johnson's fastball. You know, I mean, he doesn't have a changeup. He don't have a curveball. You know, he don't have a two seamer. All he has is a four seam fastball, and that's what it looked like in the sparring. You know, but I will say in the sparring, Kenny Porter was going haywire. He was all over. He was all over the place at the sparring, moving all across the ring apron, yelling at Sean, and you know what I mean. Maybe I'll do a video on that tomorrow because I actually did see the sparring, so I saw that yesterday. So yeah, what's up, Cecil? How you feel, man? How you feel? I appreciate you. Thank you for always popping in. But yeah, I just want to get y'all reaction. So call in. Call in, and we're gonna get the show popping. And the show is about y'all. This week, my show is gonna be a little bit shorter because I got my kids all week this week. Sheesh. So from sun up to sundown. So call in. Let's see what we on. See, so I wanted to call about long. Feel free, call in, talk about anything you want. It's y'all show. I'm just facilitating it. I'm just the medium. I'm call me now. I'm just Cleo on this motherfucker. That's all I am. I'm just the medium. Oh my god. Sometimes I laugh at my cleverness. Only like 2 niggas got that joke, but it's cool. I'll spiritually send it to you. What's up, Cecil? Hello?
Hello?
Cecil, can you hear me?
Fred.
Hey, what's up?
Fred.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, it's me.
Yeah, I can hear you. What's up? Go ahead.
What's going on?
The number's in the chat. Go ahead. Tell me what you got.
Yeah, just I thought Loma got exposed this week.
Talk about it.
Well, I thought that Loma showed that he has absolutely no inside game.
You got a bad.
When he gets hurt, he doesn't know how to defend himself. The only way he defends himself comes straight ahead and attack.
Sure. Makes sense. Yep.
So what happened is that Luke Campbell was hitting him with like overhand left and hurting him, but they were loopy.
Mm-hmm.
So Loma's response would be to come straight in with straight, fast punches and machine shot, like machine gun Campbell, and then hurt him back. Mm-hmm. So when Luke hurt him, he didn't know how to step back and use his reach.
Yeah. Loma don't have a reach.
So he hurt him, and then Loma hurt him back fast.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Tell me what you liked about Loma.
And so I think a guy like Tank, well, I mean, Loma, you have to admire his toughness, his mental toughness.
Mm-hmm. I'm with that.
The biggest thing.
Okay.
And his movement, obviously. But I think that the hype has been too much. And I think that everybody is gonna now start feeding on him the same way like when GGG beat Brooks.
Yeah.
Even though he won, people knew that the map was set forth.
Gotcha.
So that Danny Jacobs fought GG, he wasn't afraid. He almost beat him, and then Canelo beat him. But before, everybody was afraid of GG.
You're
like
right.
everybody was afraid of him. So now Tank maybe was afraid of Loma, but now he's not. Gotcha. Now Devin Haney.
Oh, Devin Haney.
Maybe Shakur Stevenson.
He put that shit out immediately.
Teofimo Lopez. Teofimo Lopez always.
No, you're right. You got 10 seconds. 10 seconds. 5 seconds.
So it'll be interesting to see what happens.
I appreciate you calling in. 323. What's up? 323. 323. Calling in. So yeah, man. If you guys want to talk about that really, really quick about Lomachenko, feel free to call in. I thought that Loma is the term it explodes. I had a 323 Mazda barbershop. I had a 1984 Oldsmobile Omega. That was my first car. Blue, sky blue. And what I will say is Lomachenko will have a problem with size and a black cadence. You know, I talked about that in my video. So I think when I was talking about Devin Haney versus Lomachenko, I think that what's up, Ricky? I think that's going to play a huge part in defeating Lomachenko because what he does ain't going. Let's take this call. 839, what's up? 839, you on the truck? I know you on the truck. What's up? How come my truck driver?
Hello.
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? 323.
Hello.
Yeah, we hear you.
Big Fred, what's happening, bro?
Man, what's up? Can you hear me on the phone?
Yeah, no, I'm good. I can hear you, man.
Okay, good.
Mike Henry.
Where you on your way to?
I'm actually on my way home from Grand Terrace. On my way back to Corona, where I live.
Oh, okay. Sound like you on the truck. You on a rig? You on a rig?
No, I'm in my truck.
Oh, okay. You got a truck. Okay. You got me on Bluetooth.
I
Okay, I got you.
No, this is Mike Henry. I've been texting you back and forth on IG about the taco truck and.
Oh yeah. You sent it to me yesterday. I actually reached out to all those guys that you sent because all
we kind of alumni. We went to Washington High School.
I went there for a year. I got kicked out.
Well, yeah, man. So basically, I don't want to take too much time.
No, go ahead. You already did, but go ahead.
Honestly, I think that Errol Spence is really, really going to be the first person to put Sean Porter down. The simple fact that Sean Porter, out of all the fights that he's fought, he talks about how Errol Spence has never really fought anybody like him. But on the flip side, Sean Porter has really never fought anybody like Errol Spence.
True that. You're right, especially in a softball stance.
Well, not only just from the softball stance, but with Errol Spence's accuracy. And I think all the shit talking to him and his dad has been doing, Errol Spence has really got a point to prove. I saw the face to face, and when Errol Spence said he wasn't trying to knock Mikey Garcia out, he really wasn't until late in the fight. making the fight like around the 9th or the 10th round when Derek Daniels told him, okay, now go get him. Mike Garcia was fighting not to get knocked out in those late rounds. So he was in a high guard, and he was really just trying not to get knocked out. The ref honestly should have stopped that fight because of all the punishment he was taking, but for whatever reason, he didn't. But I honestly think that John Porter doesn't necessarily seem to be. You're a talk to a guy, and you can tell when he means what he says. John Porter just doesn't seem like he really means what he says.
Exactly. I understand exactly what you're saying, and I know,
you know what I'm saying?
Everyone with a soul feels the same way you do.
Yeah, it's like I just watched the Dave Chappelle show.
Oh, you watched it? Okay.
Bro, that's like my shit. Dave Chappelle is by far my favorite comedian of all time.
Yeah, he went there in that special, didn't he?
But when he talked about that chick Dawn saying that he said that, he said it was too high for TV. And he said, bitch, I don't even talk like that. I would never say no shit like that.
Exactly.
John Porter sounds like that guy that says he's talking like he does not talk. The shit that Sean Porter is saying, if I was listening, I'd be like, what the fuck? Sean Porter doesn't even talk like that. When he said, if you think I don't have skill, you done thought something wrong. That's some corny ass shit to say.
Right.
You done thought something wrong. It just really doesn't seem like him. And I'm looking forward to the fight, but honestly, I don't think Sean Porter is gonna last. I don't think that he's gonna be able to put up with the accuracy, the pressure, and the tenacity that Errol Spence is gonna bring. And Errol Spence is to the point where it's like, okay, I showed you guys that I can box with Mikey Garcia. I'm going back to bulldozing, and I'm not gonna play with this guy. I think it's put Sean Porter on him for the first time in his career.
Yeah, I think he might get stopped. I have him getting beat up down the stretch though. Man, we got 25 days, Ronald Finke. We got 25 days though. Oh, that's so close. Man, that's so close, man.
I was talking to a friend of mine at Team Hot Dog the other night because I went to the Frankie Beverly and Mays concert.
Oh, you were there. I was gonna go. Sam went. Sam and them went. Yeah. I saw him in May, so I didn't go.
Right. So the guy I was talking to, I used to work at a barbershop where I used to cut Sam's hair back in the day.
Oh, beautiful.
When his kids were little. It's called Lynn's Barbershop on 8th Ave in Crenshaw.
Okay.
No, not Crenshaw, in Manchester.
Okay.
Sorry, Manchester.
Yep.
So 8th Ave in Manchester is where I used to work at Lynn's Barbershop. And back in the day, we used to call him Sam and Dixie Man. Prior to Vernon Forrest.
Yeah.
So I know him from back then. And I seen him with text messages saying, hey, man, this is Mike from the barbershop. Give me a holler anyway. He hadn't responded to the text. This is the 818 number. He's very pleased. But, long story short, my intent is to go to the fight. But the tickets are so expensive with a shitty seat. It's like, man, I'd rather just pay for the pay-per-view.
Yeah, I would say the upper bowl. Someone asked this in the comment section. The upper bowl are not good seats in the Staples Center. The upper bowl is definitely not like the MGM. The MGM where it fits 17,000 people, but the 200 section are still good seats. It's not like that in the Staples Center. You got to at least get in the lower bowl. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, the $200 seats are not worth $200.
Oh, the upper bowl is $200?
Yeah, bro.
Wow. Yeah, that's a good one. But you got to come. Anyway, you got to come in the morning. Yeah, I would
love to come in the morning.
Yeah, you got to come to the event in the morning. Are you still cutting hair?
Yeah, every so often.
Come volunteer your services and cut hair September 28th. I need you.
Man, I ain't even licensed.
Oh, you're not licensed anymore.
Not anymore. I'm just cutting hair out of the house.
Okay.
And, you know, once you're a barber, you can never give it to everybody.
I got
But
you.
yeah, I was once licensed back in the day. Yeah. So I mean, I could probably still come down and support and just cut hair. I could probably cut hair anyway. You know what I'm saying? Just on GP, but I am not licensed, so I don't want to put anybody out there and get that shit shut down. You know what I'm saying? Needless to say, man, I don't want to take any more of your time.
Yeah, please don't. Please don't. Please don't.
Yes, sir. I appreciate you and everything you do, man.
Thank you, King. I appreciate you. Get home safe.
Yes, sir. Yeah, I keep sending you the info.
Thank you.
Man. All right, man. I'll let you.
I appreciate you. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I appreciate that, brother. He was sending me stuff on Instagram for the food trucks. And he actually sent me a food truck that I actually had went to, and I'm waiting on them to respond back. But how you do one thing is how you do everything, right? If they take 3 days to respond to you, you know what I mean? If they take 3 days to respond to you, they ain't going to show up on the date. You know what I mean? They're going to run off with your deposit. So that's why I'm definitely leaning more towards just barbecuing hamburgers and hot dogs. And we'll go from there. So I need 3 more barbers, and I need a charcoal pit. I have a propane pit, and I kind of want to use charcoal on that day for the smell. You know what I mean? But I'll use propane if I have to. You know what I mean? I'll use my pit. So if anyone got a big enough pit where we can throw some hot dogs and some hamburgers on there simultaneously, we'll be good. All right, we'll be good. But yeah, man, I was answering the question. First, let me say what's up to everybody in the chat, man. He knows his sports. As always, P. Good, Ronald Finke, Ricky Edwards, Muir. Murray, you're right. I do respect how Porter prepares. Porter will always prepare great. Go Flow, what up? Yeah, you in here early. Charmaine Callahan, what's up? Show Garcia lasted 12 rounds, but Porter can get out of here. Yeah. Oh, I'll talk about that really quick. New Fitness, what's up, man? You up early? Go to bed. Hey, what I will say is, I will say that Earl Spence was boxing him probably the 7th round, and I'm trying to remember the fight. Round about the 8th or 9th round, Mikey Garcia got in a lot of trouble, and he beat him up pretty bad, and their corner was actually trying to stop him. Email me, T-Dub. Email me, T-Dub. FHAW17@gmail.com. Email me right now. Email me, and I'll read it right now. Email me info, your Instagram, and all that, and we'll go from there. And round about the 9th round, I saw Earl try and turn up, and he couldn't get him out of there. He punched him hard. Mikey Garcia was willing to give, but it looked like Mikey Garcia was didn't want to stop. November 23rd, no Wilder date is what I heard. Yeah, we do need T-Bud. And I asked him, he was talking to somebody else in the locker room, and he said, I have some footage of Earl Spence in the locker room. And I actually got the footage of when he got his check, I think. So go, or he was about to get his check. I don't know if I recorded when he was getting his check, but yeah, that $1 million piece, that multi-million-dollar piece of paper. Isn't that amazing how that little piece of paper is worth so much, you know? And he was sitting next to Yellow Beezy and his boys, and he was joking. He's like, "Why you didn't stop him?" He's like, "I was tired." He threw over 1,000 punches. So, but his punches mean something. However, I think this fight, he's going to be more front foot dominant. Remember, Earl Spence was half stepping and back stepping and side stepping and fighting off his back foot a lot. But I think this fight, he's going to be front foot dominant. And in actuality, Sean Porter, if you are an A-level fighter, is a rather easy fighter to be front foot dominant on. And the reason why I say that is because he's not an accurate puncher. And when you're not an accurate puncher, all you got to do is, You know what I mean? Let him throw his shot and counter. You know, you're gonna get hit sometimes, but if you're a great counter puncher, you literally can put a hurting on Sean in the middle of the ring. You know, and then Sean. But if you take a back step and allow that, as Team Porter call it, that Porter pressure, you'll get into some trouble. You know what I'm saying? So, but feel free to call in. Feel free to call in, and I want to hear your reactions. Cause y'all already heard my reaction on my. If you got a legit hot dog stand, hit me. I'm making decisions now, so let's do it. Let's do it. Let's work it out. Let's iron out these kinks. I would love to support a business, because if not, I'm going to Costco, buying the hot dogs and the hamburgers. You know what I mean? So yeah. So email me as soon as you can, and we'll get it in. No callers. So y'all want me to keep on talking? And so, but I genuinely believe that Earl Spence is coming in with bad intentions. I believe Sean Porter is gonna be a matador. Is the matador the guy that holds it, right? I think Sean is gonna be the matador, and he's gonna try and fight from awkward angles, not awkward angles, different angles, and but that takes so much out of Sean. His mental preparation, like Sean has to prepare for everything, and all Earl Spence has to do is be himself. You know what I mean? All you got to do is go to the Fox Sports Go app, and it'll be right there, or just go to Fox On Demand. It should be on Fox On Demand on your cable. It should be right there. It should be solid. So, but I tell you one thing, y'all not gonna want to miss my live after the fight. I'm definitely gonna go live after the fight and share the reactions, because it's gonna be a hell of a fight. It's gonna be a hell of a fight. And here's the catch. It's a great fight if Sean is great. If Sean is not great, it's going to be a great performance by Earl Spence. That's kind of how I have it. Crawford's resume took a hit when Horn. It definitely did. To a 7-1 underdog. Can you believe that shit? Damn. He gave the money back that people bet on him on Manny Pacquiao. Curious how much Earl moves. Curious to see. Yeah, I'm very interested to see if Earl Spence takes a back step. I'm very interested. Very, very. That's going to be very, very telling. If Earl Spence don't take a step back, Sean Porter's going to be unrecognizable by the end of that fight. But if he takes a back step, and you know when a person takes a back step for in terms of his skill set versus him giving ground, we've seen the difference. And if he takes a step back in terms of fearfulness, kind of like a dog, we gonna see. But Sean isn't accurate enough. You know, even if he applies pressure, he's not accurate enough. You know, Sean is everywhere with his punches. I don't think. Wait a minute. So for base, you're saying Sean Porter can walk out of here and looking like Emmett Till. Yeah. Yeah. Why'd you use the word Emmett Till? Why'd you use Emmett Till's name? That picture, man, when the mom was like, no, I want the world to see my son's face. You know what I mean? Come join the conversation about the latest fights in the world. Yeah, man. Somebody call in. Fred, do you have I do 502, but I don't use it at all. I don't use it. I don't even go on Twitter. That's why when y'all send me messages from Twitter, I ask that y'all send me the link, because I don't know what's popping on Twitter. I don't know who posts a lot, who don't post a lot. I just use Instagram and YouTube for the most part. Timothy, grab the bottle. So, but Mirror, you had a point too when you was talking about if Mikey Garcia goes 12. Yeah, Twitter is good, because I get a lot of my information from Twitter, because y'all DM it to me, which is critical. I appreciate y'all sending it to me. 917, what's up? 917. 917, can you hear me? I just heard you. 917.
Hello?
917. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, Fred.
Hey, what's
This is
poppin'?
Golf. What's going on, bro?
How you feel?
You sound low though.
I'll turn up. Go ahead. Is that better? Go ahead. Shoot your shit. Go ahead.
Yeah. I wanted to ask you a question. Are you have any concerns about Blu-ray not training Errol Spence?
Yeah, that's a
Do
good
you think this
question.
could affect?
It's definitely going to affect because Blu-ray has his own style. That's a great question. He didn't knock out Mikey Garcia, and previous to that, 11 up, 11 down with Blu-ray. So this is going to be the barometer because Sean Porter is the most physical 147 guy out there, and if he doesn't stop him or hurt him, I would say it's in Earl Spence's best interest to add Blu-ray back to the camp, and I'll ask him about it too. I'm pretty sure Earl will give me an honest answer after the fight. I don't want to disrupt the camp now because the truth is out. He's using someone else, so it's no reason to ask him. You ask him, do you think you're going to do worse with him when he's actually in camp with the other trainer? It makes no sense, right? So I'll definitely ask him. I'll definitely ask him after the fight if I get a chance, if I get a hold of him. But it's definitely important because I used to be a speed and agility coach, so I understand the significance of it.
Right. Yeah, because I guess I just found out. Hey, I watched tickets.
Me too.
Live.
I did too. I watched it as well. That was a good show.
And
That was a really good. And he was such a
like,
man
wow.
about it too. I want to give Blu-ray credit. I don't know him personally. I mean, I know him because he's in boxing, but I just love how he carried himself in that interview. It was just it was great to listen to a man sound like a man. You know what I'm saying? I
absolutely.
I definitely respected that. But go ahead.
Yeah, I guess that's would be. It did change a little bit for me. Percentage, I still got Spence winning the fight, but I have a slight bigger concern when
Sure
you change your strength and conditioning.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Coming into your bigger fights. So
yeah.
I guess I'm definitely going to be watching this fight closely.
Yeah.
To see how well not being there affects how Spence moves forward, though.
Nah, you're right. We definitely gonna see.
No question. Well, look, I'm gonna let whoever else needs to call in.
That's a great question. I'm glad you asked the question. I'll definitely put that in my notes for after the fight for sure. For sure. I'll stalk Earl after the fight. And it's kind of like I'm 41, so I used to watch. So the best thing in the world was like the floor model TV, right? And we used to have to turn the TV on the dial knob, doot, 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 click, and sometimes we had to use a hanger for an antenna, and if it worked, it worked. But when your bougie cousin came over, they used to pull the antenna out. But if the motherfucker worked, if you get all 13 channels or whatever channels, 56 channels, you still fucking use it, right? And no matter what it looks like, if you're getting perfect reception, you're getting perfect reception. You know, so maybe Earl decided to go to the bunny ears. You know, even though then he paid the extra. I didn't even know you're still on the fucking phone, and paid the extra $10 for the bunny ears. You know, for the rabbit ears, excuse me. And so I think that we'll see if the antenna it don't have the glitz and the glamour, because I believe this Ezekiel Elliott's trainer, right? So it don't have the glitz and the glamour, but the antenna actually works. I'd rather save the $10 or $15 and use the
no question. I'm just not a big fan of if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Facts.
You know what I mean? I mean, unless I guess sometimes when you work with somebody for a period of time, sometimes you want to know what the other side of the fence looks like sometimes, and you want to. But I guess I think I'm not a proponent of doing that when you get into your bigger fights.
I agree.
You made you know what I mean? Yeah, I think this is an important fight, especially moving into like you get past if he gets past Sean Porter, and you're talking about Bud and some other guys down the road. I don't know. So I'm really curious, but it did knock those percentages down a little bit in regards to that. And I thought the timing right now, this information coming out is pretty interesting, because it kind of gives the perception that it could potentially be a little turmoil. That's why I was happy that Blu-ray did do this.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I mean? To kind of dispel some of that stuff, because I started to get concerned prior to when I started hearing the news come out. I was like, oh, not now, man. Not this bullshit now. So I don't know. I hope this is not a distraction. I doubt it. Just looking at Errol's disposition, but I can't.
Texas is calling in right now. 214 is calling in right now. Let me take this call.
Yeah.
Because you're making my ear bleed. Let me take this call.
You got it.
All right, I appreciate you. Thank you, New York. Appreciate you. 214, what's up?
You know who it is.
I know. What's popping, King? What's popping?
Yeah, Chris with a K. Yeah, we in this thing. Earl finna whoop my nigga Sean. But anyway, let's just talk about the past and what happened with Loma already said he has problems with tall fighters.
Sure. Yeah, he did say that he was big. He said that was the word he used, big. Mm-hmm.
I mean, okay, so when you come into boxing, right, that's an ordinary problem. I'm asking you, Fred.
Oh, you're asking me a question. Okay, I'm sorry. Go ahead. I was falling asleep.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
So when we come into boxing,
yeah,
and it's a taller fighter than you, you have problems.
Yeah, you're right.
So
everyone I've ever fought in my life has been taller than me, win or lose. I've never fought anyone shorter than me ever in my life. In real life, like I'm talking about street fights. I'm talking about I've never.
Yes. Okay, and then let's just say you're better than the average, Fred, right? You can fight. Let's say that. Like when we go to elementary and middle school, they can be like, "Yo, don't fuck with Fred." Like even though he don't fuck with niggas, but he can fight. So now with Devin Haney being a taller fighter and with the skills, he will beat Lomachenko.
I think he can. I think he'll have a chance, and he'll have a year.
I think he can. Like we already know, like us being black, like we know who's the better running back. We know Barry Sanders is better than Emmitt Smith if he was there. So anyway, to where we was going, like with the fight, yo, my nigga Devin Haney gonna wash Loma. So let's go back down or let Tank come up, and I'd rather get watched by Tank and him having that light of being the next guy rather than, even though we see Devin Haney in the same light as the black fan, but he's not in the same light as Tank being black, with the white. With white people seeing them, Mexican people seeing them and everything. You get what I'm saying?
I got it.
So, like Loma, and at the same time, I got to give Loma his credit in the sense of how old was Floyd when he beat up Gotti? How old was he?
That was his first pay-per-view.
Huh?
That was his first pay-per-view. He did 300,000.
No, I understand. Let's say
30. I would be safe and say 30.
Okay, let's give him 30, right? Okay.
Someone will look it up in the chat. What year was that? Because me and Floyd are born the same year. Someone in the chat will put the year.
Okay. So okay, well then, Mr. Fred, can you tell me how old he was when he's at the?
You can't call me Mr. Fred and start the conversation off with nigga. You got to call me Fred, nigga. He was 28. Okay, well, Floyd was 28. Yeah, go ahead. I'm fucking with you. Go ahead. I'm just counterpunching.
Well, Fred, Fred, how old is Floyd at this Gotti fight?
28.
28?
He was 20. They just put it in the chat. Nigga, we got some real boxing fans, this motherfucker. They do their research, nigga. Yeah.
No.
We're a community.
Okay, at 28, right?
Yeah.
He's 28, right? And he watched the person that he fought, right? So at 28, no matter who it is, Loma watched the person that he was fighting, right?
Say it again.
Okay. At 28, Floyd fought Arturo Gotti and watched him, right?
Yeah, washed him. Completely washed him.
Yes. I mean, it wasn't close. We know.
Yeah.
Okay. So at 28, Loma watched the same person, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, at 31, Floyd told, after a couple fights, Floyd told us, like, after the Arturo Gotti fight, my body was done. I had to fight different, right?
Yep. He did.
I'm just trying to give Loma his credit. So with him walking forward and on the defense, yes, he gets touched up a little bit more, but he's at 30 and still being more aggressive than Floyd was. Not to say he's greater than Floyd. I don't think he is, but you just have to understand the situation.
Mm-hmm.
So when that comes into the an account, he's not going to fight. Even though I think David Haney going to walk him down and still beat him up and win, he's not going to fight the same fight. So we might get robbed again.
Mm-hmm.
You get what I'm saying?
Sure.
Do you get what I'm saying, though, Fred?
I'm listening. I'm following you. I'm not sure people in the chat are following you. They like, what the hell is this nigga talking about?
Yeah. Well, okay. Well, then, Fred.
I have no clue what his point is, but I'm listening. That's what Zorgo Silly said. I see. I know where you're trying to go, but the funny thing is, we don't use Thomas guys in 2019 anymore. We use Google. We use Google Maps.
Fred, give me some extra minutes.
Nigga.
Extra minutes and explain to me. Well, explain to the chat.
They telling me to hang up on your ass. They said hang up on this nigga. He's a tongue twister.
Okay, well then, Fred, can you please, in your words, explain to what I'm saying to the chat?
No, it's your call. I'm not explaining shit. You got to work on your communication skills. It starts tonight.
Okay, I'm going to explain it again then. At 31, my nigga Floyd was broke down.
Uh-huh.
At 31, at this weight class, Loma is broke down. He could not make it to 154. Mm-hmm. So, like how Floyd was bigger than Loma and can make it to 154, he couldn't just fight at 154.
Gotcha. Right.
So he did. So I'm about to go back to my regular weight class. So I'm not gonna knock Loma if he goes back down to 130.
I got you.
Now, if he goes back down to 130, and then let's say even fight the best puncher, I can see him beating Tank. Tank to Loma is the Madonna. It's not the Madonna at the same time that Floyd fought Madonna, but it's the same type of style.
I got
you
it.
What I'm saying?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So but don't get it twisted. I'm about my black fighters. You know me. I'm about to ring your shit all the way to the death. Mm-hmm. Hopefully I'll be just the last call, but
hey, what you smoke tonight? Hey, fuck boxing. What'd you smoke tonight? What'd you smoke tonight?
Nah, I don't smoke nothing, bro. I don't smoke no more.
You don't drink
on that Remy Martin.
You on that Remy?
No, I'm on that Remy Martin.
Oh, you on that? You okay? You and
yeah.
You and
VSOP, you know how we do.
You in 78.
Yeah.
You in 78.
But
the 78 be on that 1738. Hey, you said Madonna instead of Madonna, but I just want you to know that.
Yo, Fred, chill, let me make it, let me skate under the radar, bro.
Nah, you can't skate under the radar, nigga. You called in. I didn't hit send, nigga. You did.
No. It's cool. We all gonna do our thing, but I with Loma doing that, extra 4 years in the amateurs, I can understand everything. I come from both sides. I was in the Army.
Gotcha.
I know. So, I can understand, like, oh, white boy got the privilege, but okay, then this white boy got better than him, even though he had the privilege.
Yeah.
I mean, you know what I mean? I understand
Someone,
all that.
my boy Ricky in the chat say you
So, like,
you talking
when
cursive.
I see the, huh?
Someone in the chat say you talking cursive. I'm gonna use that one. I'm still in that one, Ricky, for sure.
I'm gonna see that after this, but like, I can see the black person that didn't come from nothing, but came up in this system, which is us being in the army, over this white person. It wasn't privilege. He just got the better half. Now I can see Loma, he did some extra shit in the amateurs. His 135 is him being more stable at 154 for Floyd. Like if Floyd would have stayed at 154, you would have been saying like, damn, like, oh, that nigga ain't as good as he could have been. Like, yo, like in the sense when we were saying like, yo, fight Laura. Like, can you really beat Laura? Like, we don't know. Like, and I ain't even talking like you ducking Paul Williams or anything like that, because the best fight is the best fight for you. Paul Williams didn't bring you no money. I understand my Floyd mindset at this point. He was about the money. Neither Margarito or
how much have you had to drink tonight? Niggas don't give a fuck about your boxing no more. Margarito, how much have you had to drink?
Paul Williams,
how much have you had to drink?
So then, who do I have to fight?
How much have you had to drink tonight? Y'all niggas ain't calling in, so I'm gonna keep this nigga talking. If y'all niggas call in, I'll hang up on the nigga.
Yeah, tell him to shut the
talk to him. Talk your shit, nigga. This is raw and uncut. Y'all niggas call in, I'll hang up on the nigga.
But then at the same time, Fred, am I not making points though?
Yeah. Like, what kind of points are you making though?
I'm talking about in the sense of like they knocking my nigga Loma right now. I don't think he is the best. He's not the best. 135, but he does have 3 of the belts. So for him having the 3 the belts, let's say he let's drop him and then go back to 135 and win a belt, right? I mean, go back to 130 and win a belt. I'm sorry. He had 135. He got 3 of the belts, and then go back down to 130 and win a belt. I'm not going to knock him for that, because that's the same thing that Floyd did. Like, in a sense of, I know I can't beat this person, or I see there's something wrong with this person. Like, Floyd didn't go to 154 and then say, I'm going to beat Laura. I'm not going to.
What's your?
Why you didn't fight Winky Wright?
So what do you feel about Kaepernick?
Martinez?
Tell me what you feel about Kaepernick, because how you feel about Kaepernick since you won? Oh, there's another call. 336. You got. I appreciate you.
I'm just saying, like, okay, why did not he retired for the couple of times for the years or whatever? Why you didn't fight Winky Wright? Okay,
you're right. I gotta take this next call though. I appreciate you. The cell towers just collapsed.
I'm gonna call back in.
I know you're gonna call back in, nigga. There you go. Call back. Call back 336. Call back in. I'm sending emails and shit, working with y'all, laughing. Hey, I ain't gonna lie. If I wasn't live right now, I would be laughing my ass off right now. I'm being dead ass honest with you. That nigga's funny. Cause he don't even know what the nigga's saying. He gonna look back at this. I see you 336. Something gonna come through. Okay, 956. 956. What's up?
Hello, Fred.
Hey, what's popping? How you feel?
Hey, I would like to talk about Floyd Mayweather.
Oh, what do you want to say about him?
Nobody talks about how well he would manage that clock.
How well he would manage the clock?
Yeah, like he will fly in his purses and look at the top of the clock, and then he'll stop, and then at the end he'll start fighting again. He in my view, he's one of the best boxers in the world because of that.
He is. No,
And
yeah, go ahead. I'm sorry. It's your call.
And by the way, you were the only one of all the people that were interviewing Robert Garcia.
Mm-hmm.
You were the only one that ever told him that he was going to lose.
Really? You think I was?
Yeah, with Mikey Garcia and Earl Spence.
Yeah.
Remember you placed that bet on him?
Yeah, I remember that. It was just
I
too
just
big.
thought that he was way too small for Earl Spence.
Way too small.
He shouldn't have anything to do with that weight.
Way too small. Way too small.
But yeah, like I didn't realize how small those the 147 division was until I stand up next to Marcus.
Yeah.
And I go, boy, these guys are so huge.
And Marquez is still in great shape too.
Oh yeah. I saw him in Laredo. I'm from Laredo.
Okay, Texas.
Yes, sir.
Okay, that's dope. So you rooting for Spence?
I just want to say.
Are you rooting for Spence?
What?
You rooting for Spence?
I'm what?
Are you going for Spence? Earl Spence.
I don't understand.
Are you rooting for Earl Spence versus Porter?
Oh yeah, no, I'm not going to go and see him, but I can't afford to fly all the way up there.
No, I was asking what you're rooting for them. You're rooting for Spence since you're from Texas.
I think Spence will beat Porter. I don't think Porter has a chance with him. I just think he's a smaller fighter, even though he fights like a rough houses. But I don't think he stands chance.
Gotcha.
But I don't like the way they're setting the fight, though.
You don't like the way they sell it? It's corny, right?
I don't think he's kind of. I never heard him talk that way before. About cutting him up and all that stuff.
Yeah, that was kind of corny.
Yeah, but I've been following boxing ever since Sugar Ray Leonard. One of his last fights. I'm 50 years old.
Oh, you okay? I'm right behind you. I'm 41. I'll be 42 next month.
Yeah, I'll let you go, buddy, because I'm driving. You have a wonderful night.
You gonna let me go? That's the funniest shit when niggas call you. Excuse me, I'm sorry, you're not a nigga. But when people call you and be like, I'm gonna let you go. My family do that to me all the time. They do it to me. My mom and everybody do it to me all the time. Hey, I'm gonna let you go right now. Oh, I appreciate that. I shouldn't have picked up the phone.
Yeah, but I just I'm telling you, I'm your biggest fan down here, buddy.
How much have you had to drink tonight?
Oh, I don't drink. I haven't drank like in 15 years.
Oh, okay. So sobriety, 15 years.
I'm a professional driver.
Oh, you are? Okay.
Yeah, but I'm not I was never a drinking kind of man or anything like that.
That's what's up.
I keep it straight and narrow.
Okay, that's what's up. I appreciate you calling in.
You have a good night.
All right, thank you.
You have a good night, buddy.
All the time.
Thank you.
People always, I'm gonna let you go. You just asked me 44 questions, and then you says, I'm gonna let you go. I should be saying, call me back later. Oh man. Anywho, man. Yeah, man. That's just all right. Get another call. Okay, now y'all finally woke up. Y'all finally woke up, man. Y'all finally in the building. Hey, but I tell you one thing, 818. This is my first 818 number. 818. What's up?
What's going down, Fred?
Hey, what's popping?
Ain't nothing to it. Man, I'm looking forward to that event y'all having on
Really? You coming, dog? You coming, huh?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'll be there.
Who you coming with? Who am I speaking to, by the way?
Like Will.
Okay.
I'm Will Foster in the chat.
Okay, Will Foster. Thank you.
Yeah, man. I'm looking forward to it, man. That's all. I was really calling in about.
That's it.
I want some more from.
Who you coming with?
More information on.
Who you coming with?
Like me and maybe like 3 other people.
Really? I appreciate it. Bring everybody, man. We're gonna have enough food. We just gonna fellowship and have a great time. I can't wait to shake y'all hands and hug y'all, man. Y'all been fucking with me for so long, man. I appreciate this. Thank you.
Man,
I can't do it without y'all niggas for sure.
When we get the right kind of fight in LA, we gotta show up and show out. You know?
Yeah, we got LA got to represent.
when it's a main event, like one that we really want. You know
facts.
what I'm saying? And then, because they'll stack the card in a certain kind of way.
Boom.
Have a black fighter on the card.
That's why
then when the fans ain't there to see that particular kind of fighter, they boo, etc., so on and so forth. So we got a main event, 2 black fighters. Crowd should represent that. You know what I mean?
I agree.
That's why I want to show up to the event. I want to, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to show up to the event. I'm going to the fight. I'm buying the pay-per-view. You know what I'm saying? All the above.
Yeah. Pay-per-view days are typically like $500 days for me. You know what I mean? Just because, because I buy the pay-per-view, I travel to the fights, you know what I mean? I typically give away tickets, you know what I mean? So it's typically a $500 day for me, you know what I mean? So, but I enjoy it. I love it, man. I love it. I love giving back to these guys, you know? We got to pay for our entertainment. Like, you pay for your entertainment. You know, that's literally what it is.
And it's actually more importantly, it's the kind of entertainment that you want. You know what I'm saying?
Boom.
You know, we didn't see these, like I said, we didn't see these crowds out here in LA. Like the last case I can remember when Charlo.
Oh yeah,
fighting,
June. That was the Leo Santa Cruz Abner card. Yeah.
Yeah,
Trout.
Fighting
Trout.
Exactly. I mean, he was trying to get the knockout, had multiple knockdowns. You know what I'm saying? He dominated Trout. Like probably like nobody else ever dominated Trout. I mean, he had some spots in the fight where Trout was tricky with his defense. But I mean, he was knocking him down. Trout looked like he didn't belong in the ring with Charlo. And still he got, you know what I'm saying, he got flack from the crowd because they wasn't out there doing Rock'em Sock'em Robot. You know what I'm saying? Gotcha. So I'm happy to see, you know what I'm saying, this event being like this and they headlining it, you know what I'm saying, with us. And so that way we get out there and we show up and show out.
Yeah, we're going to show up and show out. That's why I want to make a statement in LA, man. I know we can get over 200 people there. I know it. You know, I mean, I'm working this motherfucker, man, because numbers are power. So if we say we end up having 500 people there, right? Numbers is power. You know, they're going to be like, holy shit. Barbershop Conversations and the LDBC put up 500 people at an event. Then they're gonna start listening. They're gonna be like, yeah, like we serious. And I'm not going nowhere without y'all voices. I'm not. I'm just not doing it. You know, I'm not even built that way. You know what I mean? So
absolutely.
So
we appreciate it too,
all
man.
the time.
I appreciate
Thanks,
you taking
Will.
my call.
All
Thanks
the time,
for the time. I appreciate it.
Yeah, see you real soon.
There, man.
Yes, I can't wait.
Yes,
thank you. But y'all get me hype. Get me hype. All right, peace. Yeah, I'm getting hyped for that event, dog. We putting it together. The hot dog, man. I'm sitting there emailing the hot dog, man, right now as I'm reading y'all chat. Man, that number sending me everywhere but to bar. Nigga, I'm on a call. Now you call. That nigga calling. See, that's why you're not calling in, because MZ Talks. What are you, 318? Tell me your area code. Tell me your area code. Because sometimes, see, I don't have a program yet. So if questions, what do you think of? I fucking love Roy Jones Jr. What's up, Keishel? Hey, Keishel, you coming to the fight or no? I still got to post your picture. 318. 318. What's up?
Yo, what's up, Fred?
What's
man?
up? MZ Talks. This MZ Talks boxing.
Nah.
Okay.
I just be. I'm from Louisiana.
Okay, got you. What's popping?
Yeah, man, I just got to watch your video on Kevin Farmer. Man.
Talk your shit, nigga.
we gonna allow him and Lou DeBella to run that scam on us, man.
Man, real scam. But I'll say this. I'm not saying but. Lou DeBella relinquished his power. How I know that is because when I was at the fight in Dallas, Texas, if you rewatch the introduction to that fight, Lou DeBella was on the outside of the apron, and Eddie Hearn was inside the ring. So Eddie Hearn is the dominant promoter as it relates to Kevin Farmer.
But how Lou DeBella should, like, he shouldn't be he should feel the type of way. He's been with Taylor Farmer. What? Taylor Farmer like 7-4.
Yeah, somewhere in there. I remember that. Mm-hmm.
And he's been with him all this time, and then
got to get that money.
He get to the point where he this and that, and Eddie Hearn jump in and like Eddie Hearn getting all the glory.
Yeah, and they missed out on that money, dog. Like you gotta go
He
get
turned
that.
He turned down $2 million.
No, $4 million because you put a rematch clause in that motherfucker. You put a rematch clause in there.
And then if he wins, you take all Javante fans, you win over the world. Then the rematch clause, look, the fight happens where I want it to happen on the platform of my choice. If you win,
yep.
He basically take all the negotiating powers away from Mayweather.
Mm-hmm.
So, but turning down that type of money because he's saying he could have made it. He could have made this much, but Javante, I guess Eddie Hearn was lying to him like he get that fight on his own, but that fight was never gonna happen. Though. The only way it was gonna happen if he went to Showtime.
Facts.
The fact that he turned down a career high payday, I don't think he ever wanted to fight. I think his whole thing the whole time was just building his name up on Javante. I don't think he wanted to fight, man. Now what he gonna do? Run up to 135 behind Javante?
Facts, man. It's and the funny thing is, we saw him in a dominant performance on the undercard of Ramirez and Hooker, and people and fans were not entertained. Fans booed. I mean, I thought it was a good performance. You know, he won 10 of the 12 rounds, 9 of the 12 rounds, easy, comfortably. But he doesn't have that star appeal. He has the respect of the boxing fans, but people don't enjoy watching. Like I respect Tevin Farmer for what he's done with his career and what he's done with his money and creating assets. But to turn down $2 million when you're honestly boxing, you're probably only worth about $300,000 for real, and that's only because you have a. Go ahead.
Yeah, fight with Donald Carroll. He only got like 700,000 for that. But I'm looking at it like, oh, you turned down $4 million, bro.
It's 4 million because the rematch clause.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. That's and to be honest, you could make more on Showtime with this fight because putting it on the zone. If Javante, I seen on Twitter, he said he could have easily made $5 million off one. Javante the A-side, so they give Javante $5 million. No way they giving him $4 or $5 million. He was going to get arguably about $2 million from that fight. So I don't know. I think he definitely wanted to fight, man. I was just listening to your video on the way to work, man. I just decided to just call in.
I appreciate you. You working that third shift, huh? Appreciate you.
Yeah. And stay up, though, man. Keep dropping that content, man. We need it, man.
I appreciate you. Thank you for the support. For real.
I think.
Yep.
One.
Yeah, one. Yeah, y'all niggas calling in now. Call in. Let's go. Shoot your shit. Let's go. Shoot your shit. This is a fun ass show. I tell you that much. Y'all make this show fun as hell. The chat is funny. Y'all niggas are hilarious. Hot dog. I am picking up my wife in the airport. I have links and 20 by 20 if possible. Wait a minute. I am picking up my wife from the airport. You need a space of 20 feet by 20 feet. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm responding to the email. Lomachenko had a tough time, but convincing win. I give 336. 336. 336. What's up?
What's poppin', Fred?
Hey, what's poppin'? Shoot your shit. Let's go.
7. All right. Well, I was just listening into the show, and I wanted to respond a couple of things. With Loma, right? I wish everybody would leave like Floyd out of it, like leave like a lot of trying to compare and contrast.
Uh-huh.
And even with Black, like on the trail, he always harp on how Loma's above his natural weight class, right? But since when is that an excuse for elite fighters? You know what I'm saying? Like, to me, anytime you move up in weight and you're still able to hurt the guys, you're not really, you're not at such a disadvantage. You know what I'm saying? Loma at 126 and 130 is, you know, that so 130 is optimal for him. I understand that, and I think Loma is dope and all of that. But him being at 135 is no different than Mikey being at 140 or Marquez. It's not even Marquez moving up to 147 is way worse. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I don't understand why everybody keeps wanting to give like Loma these.
I agree with you, and it was a choice by him. You know what I mean?
Right.
He chose 135 because he want the belts and the money. He want the glory. So that's the risk he took.
Right.
You know, like Ward moved up to 175 and they gave that motherfucker hell.
Exactly.
Hell.
And that wasn't his optimal weight class.
They gave Floyd hell for telling Canelo to go to 152. They gave him hell. Like it was Marquez's choice to go up to 147 because he wanted that bag. You know, like, you know, I mean, you gotta niggas make decisions. Manny Pacquiao's optimum weight is 135. Shit, right now.
Right. Right.
Shit. Manny Pacquiao be destroying.
It's a cop out. It's a cop out. Loma is really, really good, but we have to allow him, just like any other fighter, to prove how good, how great.
Boom.
And you only do that, especially in the lower weight classes, by moving up. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
He's not being outweighed by 20 pounds and all of that. He just had a little, height disadvantage, maybe a reach disadvantage. But he's still able to hurt guys easily. It's not even that difficult.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then your boy Tim Bradley. I don't know what's up with him.
Tim Bradley is.
I don't know what's up with your boy Tim Bradley, man. Trying to draw a comparison between his supposed homeboy.
And he threw his nigga under the bus, like
under the bus.
Like he said, "Who has Crawford fought?" I said, "What? What did he say?" Right. I meant to do a video on that because the Crawfords watch all my shit. Yeah, man, I'm gonna do a video on that tomorrow.
You should.
I gotta find somebody. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say I have to find somebody where I can use their audio. So I gotta look for somebody tomorrow. I gotta reach out to people so Terrence Crawford can hear the audio. You know what I mean?
Gotcha.
That's fucked up.
I was just about to say that even if we look strictly on paper and you want to compare stats, how many times over is Crawford a champion? Like 7, something like that. Loma is like 5. Terrence has 30 some odd fights, undefeated. Loma has like 15.
With 1 loss.
Right. Terrence hasn't lost. Has Terrence lost to a guy with, I don't know, 12 loss? I don't know. Solito had like 12 some losses.
Yeah.
He lost to a lower class fighter, not even an elite fighter.
Yeah, the biggest nugget of all is that they're going to give him the pound. Like, Timothy Bradley argument is invalid because he said he's going to give him the pound for pound status after he wins this belt. But Terrence Crawford already had 4 belts and he's moved up in weight after he unified. So that makes him the better fighter on paper. Like if you're just going by accolades,
Right. And you see how no one says anything about Terrence being at 147 when his optimal weight class was probably 140.
Facts.
No one says that. It's not even an argument.
Right.
And we don't want to, I don't know, boxing fans can be like a little more fickle, right? We don't consider Gary Russell's a good win, fine, it's a good win, but it's not the win that it would be now. We give Loma credit for beating Gary Russell, knowing what he transitioned into and how he became better after.
Yeah, but that shit would have been a draw though. They counted the knockdown. If they counted that knockdown, it's a draw. That was a knockdown. He hit that motherfucker on.
I believe so. And also, I know Gary was talking about the shape that he was in for that fight.
Yeah, he said he was the wrong scale.
Right. But if we just want to look at where he was at the time, he hadn't fought anybody up to that point. And like I said, he's adjusted his style. He's gotten better since then. Whereas people look at Gamboa and don't take into consideration where he was at that time, and they want to look at what's happened since. You know what I'm saying? It's like reverse. You know what I mean? We could talk all the shit we want about, Dwight Howard, right? Everybody knows some years ago, Dwight Howard was a force.
Yeah, he carried them
You
to
know
the
what I'm saying?
finals against the
Exactly.
Lakers.
No one confuses that, but for some reason in the boxing world, we pick and choose when we want to call the fight as it was at the time. You know what I'm saying? So it's crazy. Another note.
Yeah.
I kind of feel bad for Sean. No, I'm serious. I feel bad for Sean because he's being so pulled out of his element, and I guess feels forced to be something that he's not.
Great point. Great point.
You know what I'm saying?
I don't believe Sean at all. Sean
At
don't
all.
even believe
It's not him.
Mm-mm.
And I feel bad for him. And
I've been wanting to do that video for like 2 weeks now.
When you gonna do it?
Honestly, that video takes a lot of. I can't do it. Well, maybe I'll do it soon. I'll do it before the fight for sure. For sure.
Gotcha.
Yeah, but he sounds way out of character. I'm telling you, Sean should just carry his son, talk about God, and say that you're gonna beat his ass. That's it. Like I'm bigger, badder, I'm tougher. Nah, go do a video with Randall Cunningham. He's your pastor. Pray. You're gonna beat him. Like, I'm the best fighter he's fought. He's never fought anyone like me. But don't talk about jealousy and I'm gonna cut you and you ain't seen this. You ain't seen man, listen. Every eye test, I don't care if you're rooting for Sean Porter, you'll be surprised if Sean Porter won the fight. You understand what I'm saying? Right. So it's just asinine of Sean Porter to be this alter ego guy when he don't have the sauce to pull it off. Sean's a cornball. Like, I'm part cornball. I'm like half hood, half cornball. You know how Vince Carter was half man, half amazing. 50% of me is cornball. I know it. You understand? But 50% of me, I got a little sauce to me. You know, but I'm not 100% sauce. You know, so I know who I am. Sean is 0% sauce. You know what I mean? Like he's still. I mean, that I ain't gonna say it, but anyways, yeah, man.
We'll keep it for the video.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Last point.
Yeah.
I know you said in the past how the winner of the fight, you know, to you is going to be like number 1 pound for pound.
If Earl Spence wins, he's number 1 pound for pound. If Sean Porter wins, he's top 5.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
He's the ugly top 5. You know what I mean? Like, he's the rugged one. He's like the how the Giants won the Super Bowl with Jeff Hostetler. Just give the ball to Otis Anderson. You know what I mean? I'm probably dating you, you know, but
nah, I feel you.
Oh, okay. Just run the ball just thinking, 3 yards at a time.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But I was just thinking though, in the spirit of remembering fights at the time, I kind of feel like Errol beating Kell is better than Errol beating Sean right now. Like, that was a better win. That's still going to be his best win.
Good question. That's a great point. That is a great point. I'll just say this.
Really put it in context.
Yeah, I'll because Kell Brook hadn't lost at 147 yet. He's never. Right. Earl Spence was the first to beat him, and in my humble opinion, I said this in my post-fight video. They had an exit plan for Kell Brook. As soon as you get hurt, just take the money and run, because they didn't want to lose the date. Eddie Hearn didn't want to lose that payday. You know what I mean? So he just threw Kell Brook in there on a short camp, short notice, and they just ran and took the money. They robbed the bank. That was Kell Brook's version of robbing the bank, you know, and he did the best he could. And they said the moment you feel like, even Floyd Mayweather even agreed with me. He said he quit. Like he was hurt before he got into the fight, or that was their preconceived thing. The moment you believe you're going to start losing, just fall and don't get up, and we'll just take this check and keep pushing. But, however, Kell Brook was his first loss at 47 was Earl Spence, and Earl Spence beat a very technical Kell Brook, a very, like, everyone remember at 147 he was he was the Tim Duncan of the division. You know what I mean? And
he did
very technical, 1-2, you know, good average footwork, very consistent with his work. He was very consistent with his work as well. You know what I mean? It It was no frills, but it got the job done. So
I can't foresee, you know, how for the first half of the fight, Brooke was, you know, up. I don't foresee Sean being able to be up on Errol at any point in the fight.
Really?
He could be competitive. Yeah, he could be competitive. But in terms of Errol being down 3-2, 4-2, no.
Really?
I can't see it. I can't see
Sean,
it.
I mean, Earl's gonna have to win the first 3 rounds, 3 out of 4 rounds, because that headbutting shit got me kind of nervous. I'll be honest, I'm betting on Earl on this fight, so that's why I said I'm speaking as if I am Team Spence, not because I'm just betting on him. You know, he's a better fighter.
Right.
So I think he has to win the first 3 of the 4 rounds, because I'm afraid that Sean might cut him. Because I think desperation sets in, is going to set in for Sean. Because think about this. It's not over in terms of his career. He becomes nothing to us. Sean Porter literally, I'm not saying out of disrespect. I'm talking about just in terms of boxing capital, boxing currency. He is a food stamp, for lack of an example. He's not even a dollar bill because of his fighting style. Like no prospect. What prospect would you want to fight Sean Porter? Think about this. It's too rugged, because you need the prospect to win. Like boxing needs, if Sean Porter loses the belt, whoever Sean Porter fights next, they need that other person to win. Sean Porter will not come in on the A side, not unless he's on a Fox Sports 1 card. But in the past, that's proven that he don't sell tickets. You know, he had a great date in LA. Granted, it was cold. But the Green Bay Packers still sell when it's cold. The Chicago Bears still. I know it's a different sport, but what I'm saying is, if you're a fan of the sport, you're a fan of the sport. You know, Sean Porter didn't tap into people's boxing fantasies. You know, so I think that no, I'm not calling him a journeyman, Keishel. That's not what I'm calling him. What I'm saying is, no one's going to want. His stock is going to drop drastically, and because of the type of person that he is, fighting style. Excuse me. No one's going to want to fight him. You rather fight Andre Berto. That's what I said. You rather fight Robert Guerrero. You rather fight John Molina. You rather fight a Lamont Peterson type and Amir Khan. These guys who still have some value and people still believe they got one more run in them, you know. But you like,
he would literally have to bide his time until Errol moves up.
Yeah.
That's really all he could do.
That.
No, I'm gonna say unless, I mean, even with Danny, I guess Danny want to run it back. Like,
hell nah. Danny's chasing. Danny's chasing the Garcia and the Pacquiao fight. That's all he wants.
Right.
That's all he wants. And as he should. And Keith Thurman is chasing Manny Pacquiao. You know, so.
Yeah, Sean. It's tough for Sean. But even if he reverts back to the Sean that fourth Thurman, and I understand being worried about the headbutts. But even in that style, because how he's fought as of late against Andy, against Ugas, that's not going to work with Errol at all. At all. He can't do that. He'll get picked apart. But even if he reverts back to that style, Errol's ability to half step back and counter and throw in between is gonna kill him. Because I like Keith's half step back and all that great, you know, he has pop. And I mean, I was there, like I was at the ball play, and he didn't hold not one time. He didn't do no inside work.
You talking about Earl, right? Against Lamont?
No, I'm talking about Thurman against Porter. He didn't do any. He didn't do any type of hold or any type of inside
Keith
work.
Thurman, right?
He didn't combat Sean at all on the inside.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
And he was still able to land so many more of the cleaner, you know, hard, impressive shots. Errol has both facets, so he's gonna pepper him on the outside.
Yeah, Sean made
counter him. And then on the inside, he has the strength and the skill set on the inside to do damage there too. That's why I just can't see Sean. He can be competitive, but I don't see Sean taking a definitive lead at any point in the fight. If he's just going to break down what he can and cannot do.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Whereas Brook technically is much better, and when you add in his strength, he was able to throw things at able to, frustrate and get a couple rounds off.
Mm-hmm. You make
it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Because the same argument you can make about Kell Brook is the same thing you can say about Keith Thurman. Keith Thurman took something out of Sean Porter. You know what I mean? Danny Garcia took something out of Sean Porter, so you can make those claims, Yeah, I appreciate the call. It's a great call. I appreciate it.
Definitely. I'm gonna keep listening, yo.
I appreciate you, King. Thank you.
All right, man.
I had a lot of calls while he was calling in, so feel free to call in. It's 72. It's so hot. It was so hot in LA today. It's 72 degrees right now at 1:28 in the morning. Damn, that's great weather to run in. I tell you that much. Touche. What's up? MZ Talks Boxing. Earl will finally show his full range of tools because how Porter fights. He gonna hit him with an up 636. 636. What's up?
Hey, what's up, dude?
Hey, what's popping?
I'm up early in the morning. I'm in St. Louis, Missouri.
Oh, what's up? How you feeling?
Congratulations on all your success so far.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, I sent the comment in, and I just got a funny feeling. Porter's somehow going to opt out of this fight. It's almost like too much of a lose-lose situation for him.
You think he's not going to make it to the ring?
Not this year. Kind of like a Keith Thurman-esque type of thing.
You think after this fight? After this fight?
No, before this fight.
He's going to quit. You don't think he's going to make it to the ring? He's going to come up with an injury.
Exactly.
Oh, wow.
And no, I'm not wishing this. I'm not like, I would love to see the fight. In a way, yes. I mean, definitely for the fans and us, the boxing connoisseurs, correct? Yes, it will be messed up. But he's looking at his career. You made the big point. He loses this fight. Where does he go from here? Like you say, he's pretty much up and down fighter. He's a slugger. He's kind of like the last of the dinosaurs. Who's really out here slugging the way he slugs?
Or he might have a panic attack like Anthony Joshua.
A panic attack like Anthony Joshua?
Yeah, before I was making a joke. But
okay. Well, yeah, but at least Joshua made it to the ring and lost, But I mean, I could be proven wrong. It might be too much money, Hey, you're gonna get in that ring. Some of the powers that be might say, "Hey, you're gonna get
in that ring," but they're gonna sue you for it. Like, yeah, you're gonna get in this ring, motherfucker.
Yeah, but he's still gonna keep the title, so he still got something to market on. So he still got a chip in the bag. But once again, that's just a funny intuition on me. So if it,
I don't think so. But I don't think so. I think Sean's a dog, man. I think Sean's tough.
Yes, he's a dog, and yes, he has a puncher's chance. We all know that.
No, he ain't got a puncher's chance. He got a will chance. Like if he can push Earl Spence back, I don't think he can outskill Earl Spence. I don't think so. I think he just gotta. Sean Porter should be preparing to throw 1,300 punches. That's over 100 punches around. If he can't throw over 100 punches around, there's no reason he should be in this fight. You know what I mean? He has to throw over 100 punches. He got a fight Maidana did. Floyd won. Fuck skill. Fuck skill. Fuck skill. Fuck skill.
I get your point. His greatest asset would be the output. But then he's opening himself up to be getting caught with a lot, and he knows this. So his output, I mean, he probably get in there and throw 3,000 punches if he could make it to that point. By the time he throw 500, his head's gonna be so dizzy. You know, from what he said, Earl not just going to sit there and take them punches if he's thinking he's going to do that. No, I don't see that. Now I'll be really shocked.
Yeah,
you know, the boxing world will be turned upside down if he get in there and to impose his will and that high punch output, and Earl just sitting up there rope-a-dope and typing. I definitely don't see that. Earl looked him in his eye like, dude, you gotta come forward, and I got something for you when you do.
Yeah.
You know, you're gonna take this with you. You know, so I think that's in his mind. And then just back to the point when I call it, I ain't gonna hold up a lot of time because they probably got a lot of calls coming in.
Yeah, they call it.
It's just a funny. It's just a funny intuition. No, I don't want it to come into fruition, but I'm thinking he's looking at Kenny Porter like, look, if we could just hold out to next year. One thing, if you could go back to the Madonna and Adrian Broner fight, I believe that was December 2013, correct?
I don't know. Wow, that was a long time ago, though. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was a while ago. Mm-hmm. That was his first loss.
Yep.
And he went into 2014, or maybe it was 2015, with that L. Mm-hmm. And he remarketed himself with all the talk, but still his stock just kept going down from there.
I believe it. I believe it. You're right.
Yeah. So he's looking probably at the same thing, like, hey, I need to hold on to my value. I think I didn't say Keith Thurman faked his injury, but it was perfect timing for him to hold his belt for another couple of years. You know, and he was able to. Yeah, he was able to get the Pacquiao fight because he wouldn't have got that fight if he would have been on schedule before his injury, regardless of how it happened, his untimely injury. It's low percentage, low chance he would have got that Pacquiao fight. You know, unless Pacquiao would have cherry picked him.
Yeah.
You know, when I say cherry picked, I don't mean it in disrespect to Keith Thurman's skill, but it just would have been other marquee and hierarchy fighters.
Sure.
Yeah, there to fight him.
No, you making
but
sense.
I'm gonna close it.
I appreciate
go ahead.
No, I was like, thanks for the call. I appreciate you calling in.
Yeah, but I'd be surprised if he just go ahead and do it. He probably postpone it to like May of next year.
Okay, we'll see.
All right.
All right, peace, man. Thank you. All right, we got 5-10 more minutes. Let's go. I got my kids all week, so I can't be on here 2 hours and 15 minutes. Woo! My daughter about to wake up in 4 hours and like 25 minutes, by like 6:30. $832. What's up?
Hey, yo, what's up, Fred, man?
Hey, what's poppin'?
This is, oh, man, look. So I know the original topic is about.
No, talk about whatever you want. You can ask whatever you want to.
Oh, okay. Well, look, check this out. So we were talking about, you know, the last caller was just talking about Thurman and him and Porter not going to the fight and all that. Man, this is, hey, like you said, as much as Porter stock will drop if he loses, who else is he gonna get this type of paycheck with right now? You know what I mean? Like who else? Like
he can't pull out of this fight. He doesn't.
Yeah, you get what I'm saying? That paycheck, that it's sky high. You know what I mean? This is gonna be Porter's career high purse. Because this pay-per-view is going to do pretty well because of Errol. You know, Errol is a star in the sport, man. I mean, I'm from Texas, so, I'm rooting for him. But it's not even just because of that. I just think that, you know, and we know that Errol can put butts in the seats, man, no matter where you go right now.
You're right.
Errol's hot. You got Rondy Lawler talking about coming out, Austin Trout coming to 147 because they want to fight Errol Spence. Like, he went from being avoided to getting called out by dudes 2 weight classes ahead of him. Like they want Canelo to fight Spence. You get what I'm saying?
Good point.
This dude Canelo about to go fight Kovalev at 75, but he's a future opponent for Spence. You know, like that shows you, like you keep saying all the time about how black fighters, man, they have been historically great in the sport, and like they have always been the driving force economically in the sport. You know, when there's a great black fighter, they're going to drive the money's going to be there for it.
Yep.
The money's going to be
there is no big fight in boxing today without a black fighter. There's none.
No,
not one.
No.
I've been trying to think of one for all day today. I was going to do a video on it, but I was like, I'm not going to do it. But I was like, there's not one fight. I thought about that shit today without a black fighter. that we want to see. At least one.
And even this Pacquiao with Thurman. You know, Thurman really. I mean, Pacquiao's gonna always sell. I love Pacquiao, but Thurman talking all this crazy stuff about baptizing him and all this crazy stuff. Like Thurman really sold the fight with his charisma. You know, that's one thing about Keith, man. He could, you know, Keith got a lot of charisma, Fred, man, and that's something that boxing kind of misses. You know what I mean? When there's not a top black flag. That's why Deontay Wilder, man, is so powerful for the sport and heavyweight. Like, but why? This is my thing right here. This is a little privilege. So why is Deontay getting criticized for fighting a rematch with Ortiz more so than Tyson Fury for fighting Otto Wilder or whoever he is?
Yeah.
But why? Damn. But why did they? You get what I'm saying though? After you just fought Schwartz before that, like you take 2 bums in a row, so you fought one tough fight in 5 fights. You know, Fury has fought one tough fight in 5 fights. and they criticizing Deontay for fighting his mandatory in Brazil and giving Ortiz a rematch because Joshua lost. You know what I'm saying? Nobody's taking Joshua to lose to Ortiz. I mean, to lose to Ruiz. So how do you think that rematch is going to go with Joshua and Ruiz?
I got Ruiz winning.
And this is my last question.
Yeah.
Who, after Spence fights Porter, do you think Pacquiao will fight him?
Yeah, they're going to throw money at him. They got to throw money at him because they got to do that fight in the spring. Like, boxing got to have that fight, man. Like, it's an event. We got to have that fight.
Hey, Fred, they're gonna have to throw at least $20 million at Pacquiao.
Yeah. And as they should.
Man, he don't want to fight that. He don't want to fight that monster, bro.
Nah, he don't.
Hey, man.
He don't. But boxing needs that fight. Man. I appreciate you.
And thank you for taking my call, brother.
Oh, I appreciate y'all. Thank you, man. Thanks for calling, nigga. Shit. Shit.
Man. I love you. I love the show. I'm a big fan, man.
I appreciate
what you're doing for the community, bro. And I can't wait to see what y'all do in LA.
Oh, we're gonna turn up. We're gonna fuck y'all up. We're gonna fuck Houston up. I'm telling you, watch. I know you in Houston. I saw the area code. We gonna.
Yeah, I already know. Man. You fucked it up out here with that Charlo and Adams fight, man.
Yeah, that was a beautiful thing, man.
Yeah, you and Mr. Watson, man. Y'all up in it's like around Pearland area.
Pearland, yeah, that shit was odd.
Yeah, man. Hey, God bless you, man.
Thank you I appreciate you. Likewise. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, we got time for one more call. We're gonna do one more call, and then I'm going to bed. And I gotta look at these edits. Hopefully, Trey ain't emailed me yet. Trey, I know you listening to this live stream, nigga. Where the edits at? Send me the edits, nigga. We got time for one more call. One more call. Who calling in? Going once. Going twice. 3 times the lady. Hey, KQKC is a funny nigga. What he saying? Super chat. What up, Larry? Last call of the night. Here's coming in right now. 469. Damn, you got bumped off. Trick Nolte.
Good morning, Fred.
Hey, what's poppin'?
Good morning, Fred.
How you feel?
It's Brandon from Dallas.
Hey, what's up, Brandon?
Last call. I see. I just want to say, I was able to see the PBC face-off, but it's not online yet. And go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, it's on the app.
Oh, okay. So I just got to download the PBC app.
No, download the Fox app.
Oh, I got the Fox app.
It's
I didn't see it. I'm gonna have to go back in and look. I'm gonna go back and look.
Yeah, you'll see it. Type in PBC face to face in the search bar. You'll see it.
Okay, that's exactly what I'll do.
Because they got so much stuff on
there. I was listening to your caller talk about Porter pulling out. What he and he was, and then he said something like, "If he lose, he already lost before. He lost to Thurman and got and went right back to the championship." And went right back to being the number 1 mandatory and went right and then got the WBC belt. Yeah, they don't realize how Al Heyman shuffles his fighters. A loss don't mean nothing. I can't remember the last time Adrian Broner won a fight, and the only thing that makes Broner relevant is him talking. So, if Broner, who ain't won a fight since what, Granados, if Broner can
continuously come back and be in fights. And just come out for pay-per-view last year or early this year with Manny Pacquiao. Come on now.
Yeah, I mean that argument makes sense. But
right. Everybody's redeemable in PBC because you invested in more. You invested in marketing dollars in these guys too. Remember when they was doing the pay ads and that kind of thing on NBC and Spike and CBS. What we don't realize, it may have cost Al Heyman money, but what he did was he made his fighters basically face recognition and some name recognition throughout the American public on different TV stations. So what they did was, okay, you lose, but we marketed you in a way where you recognizable and people want to see you.
Facts.
Because they know you. It's name recognition. It's how Shane Mosley got to fight Canelo. It's how all of these older fighters, or what you would call head keepers, this is like how Berto got the Floyd fight, or how they do these things. It's name recognition, face recognition, and are you marketable? And that's one thing that Al Heyman does that they don't realize. He markets his fighters, and a lot of times he's hands off when he's doing it, or it looks to be hands off. Where you don't have a promoter like Eddie Force-Speed, he's this, he's that, he's this, he's that. They do it themselves. So I just want to call in and talk about the argument as though you lose and you done. Not with the PBC. Yeah. Think about Andy Ruiz. You made the point Andy Ruiz earlier. Yeah. He was like, Bob treated him like this. He lost. Yeah. And here he is, the unified champ. And not only that, Andy Ruiz, if he lost to Joshua, it didn't matter because he's going to come right back over to PBC and be heralded. It just depends on who he loses. But other than that, only thing he needs to do is win, and sky's the limit. But even if he loses, he's still going to be in line for the championship. And if you don't believe that people like me in Texas will pay to see Andy Ruiz versus Deontay Wilder, you're out your minds, because we are going to pay. That's a matchup we haven't seen, which is heavyweight. But I know you got to go. Thank you for accepting my call.
All the time.
Good rest of the morning.
I appreciate you. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
All right. I wasn't making mention. I'm just going to answer your call. We're going to get the hell out of here. I wasn't making mention to that Sean Porter is done. I'm just talking about people aren't going to line up to fight him. People aren't going to line up to fight Sean Porter. I'm telling you, they're not going to. His fighting style is not user friendly. You know what I mean? And it got them this far. He's going to get fights. I'm not saying. I mean, John Molina will fight Sean Porter, but Danny Garcia, if he doesn't have to, shit, why not? I'm not fighting him. I'm fighting Mikey Garcia. So that's the point I was making. Like, he's not like, he's like Guillermo Rigondeaux at this point. You know what I mean? A fighting style that doesn't look good and not user friendly. And you know what I mean? Danny Garcia, or maybe they go back and do they three triangle, you know, Danny Garcia, Sean Porter, and Keith Thurman. Trick just called in, but he got kicked off. He would have been the last call. But I just want to say, man, I appreciate y'all tuning in. Well, we got an hour and 38 minutes. I'm going to try and go on earlier tomorrow. If I can go on earlier tomorrow, that'll be cool. So I appreciate you, man. It's all Heyman's fault. That's funny. JFL, 502 King, Zordo, Sean, Juan, JFL, Trick, KMT, Mr. Major, Zordo, Gamel, Touche, Gamel, Pete Good, Touche, Sean, J1 Davis. I appreciate y'all, man. Thank you for tuning in, man. And we're going to do it again tomorrow night. So I appreciate y'all, man. I'm going to bed for real. I'll holla. Peace, guys.